Hey guys, it's Rick Silva with Rick Smoking on YouTube and Facebook, and today we're gonna talk about smoking chicken. So I'm actually shooting two videos today. I'm doing turkey and I'm doing a chicken video, and they're pretty much exactly the same. I'm gonna run you through the whole process of how I prepare the meat, the only rub that I use on it, and then how I mix my pellets, and then we'll show you how we smoke it, times, settings, everything, show you some tricks that I use with my my meat probes also. So here we go. First step, I like to use Duraskin nitrile gloves, and I get those, I order them through Amazon, so that's what they are, and I like the large because they slip on very easily, as you're about to see. Secondly, the only thing I use on my chicken is called omnivore salt. It's right there, omnivore salt. You can order it on the internet. It's a mixture of spices and salt. It's absolutely fantastic. That's all I use on my chicken. So step one is put a glove on. And you can see I'm not even going to blow in these. These gloves are fantastic because they're so large. They slip right on. Now, I like to, this comes with a little bit extra meat here, and I like to trim this out if I can. Just because I'm not going to eat it anyway. That's just me personally. What I'm going to do real quick, I'm going to switch hands here. Much easier. Now when this chicken is done and I pull it off the smoker, it's going to be so full of juice. It's going to be incredible. It'll be pouring out all over the grill when I pick these up. No brine, no injection, nothing. Just cooking it properly on a pellet smoker imparts enough moisture. You don't need to do all those other things. So this is how I put the omnivore salt on. I start them upside down. I just open them up. I don't do any butterflying. I don't fold the wings over. I just stick them on the grill just like this. So step one is we're just going to put the omnivore salt on. Okay? Just like that. Okay, I'll see if I can do the second one sitting down so I can actually, you can actually see me and I can see you. It's just very difficult to do this at this angle. That's it. We then flip them over. And we do the same thing on the other side. I feel a sneeze coming on. This is got some pepper in there too. I sneeze a lot of times when I do this. That's it. The chicken's ready to go. So I'm going to wrap it in this tin foil, let it sit for about an hour. I took it out. It's still refrigerator temperature. I want to get it down to room temperature before I put it on. So I'm going to let it sit. The salt's going to start drawing out the moisture. It's going to be perfect in about an hour. I'm going to show you how I mix my pellets now. We'll be back in a second. Thanks for watching. Okay guys, here we are at the pellet factory. So I keep my pellets in waterproof containers. So this one contains oak pellets. This one contains pecan or pecan, whatever you want to call it. Okay, then I have my cherry pellets here. And then I also have apple pellets. I keep all of my sweet woods for my poultry in here. This has my oak, which is a base I use for a lot of the meats that I smoke, and then I have another container that has my hickory and my mesquite for my red meat. So I'm going to show you how I mix my pellets. I like to do half and half pecan and cherry, or pecan and apple. Today I'm going to do half and half pecan and cherry. So this is all I do. It's very simple. I use this as a very simple paint can, and I have a scoop and I just go 1 for 1. Go back and forth. Very simple. That's pretty much how we do it. So this is enough right here. This is enough to smoke my chickens. Now I'm also doing a separate video with a 27-pound turkey, so I'll be adding more than this, but that's all I do. Maybe give it a little shake. I'm going to show you how I add them to the REC TEC grill. We're going to get it up to temperature, and we're going to get the meat on. So that's how I mix my pellets. We'll see you soon. Hey guys, so here we are at the REC TEC grill. The thing I like most, there's really a lot of things I like about the REC TEC, but as far as the functionality goes, it's got a very short auger, which is one of the reasons I think REC TEC has no problem giving a 6-year warranty, where some of the other pellet smokers, the hopper's on the side and the auger's a lot longer. So with the REC TEC, the auger's much shorter. It also has a 40-pound hopper, which I love for those long smokes. So all we're going to do is take our pellets. We're going to add them like so, and then I'm going to show you how we get the REC TEC up to temperature. So guys, there's the REC TEC. So I like to cook literally low and slow. So I'm going to put my smoker at 180 degrees. I'm going to let it sit there until it gets up to temp. And then I'll have the meat on there for at least 2 hours before I bump the temperature. So let's see how we do this. So with the REC TEC, all we have to do is turn it on, set the temperature, set it to 180 degrees, and we're done. That's it. We don't have to do anything else. We're set at 180 degrees, and when it gets up to temp, there's the actual temperature. When it gets up to temperature, I'll bring the turkey and the chickens out, and we'll get them on the grill. And then I'm going to show you how to set the temperature probes and a couple other little cool tricks as we go. We'll see you soon. Thank you. Bye-bye. Okay guys, let's continue with our chicken. So we watched how we put the salt on it, we mixed the pellets, we got the REC TEC up to temperature, and now we're going to place them on it. We're going to set the probes. First, let me show you what kind of probes I use. So I use the Mavericks, the T732s. That's what I use. Okay, this one has a 3-foot probe on it. This one has, I can't even get the whole thing in, it has a 6-foot probe. It's the exact same model, just a different color. Sometimes I'll make notes on my different probes so I know which one I'm checking, because we have the remotes over on the table over on the other side of the backyard. So let me get the probes into the smoker first. Okay, so you can see the turkey in there. We're actually shooting a turkey video and a chicken video both at the same time today, okay? Okay, so I placed the the chickens with breasts forward, so it's easier to get the probe in. Okay, so we're just going to set the probes right into the center of the breast and about halfway in. Okay, just like that. The center of the breast, halfway in. We'll do the same thing with this one over here. I'll do it. Maybe you can see it better. You take the probe, you go in the center of the breast, and go halfway in, just like that. Okay. So all of this is going to smoke until internal temperature of 165. Now I'm cooking at 180 right now. And in about 2 hours, I'll start bumping up the temperature, but I literally like to go low and slow. So for the next 2 hours or so, we're gonna go 180 degrees, okay? We'll see you soon. Hey guys, so we're exactly an hour in on the turkey and chicken cook. I just wanted you to see the smoke pouring out, and let's take a look at, see what the meat looks like. There we go. So that's 1 hour in. We'll check it again another hour. Okay, we're exactly 2 hours in. Let's take a look at the temperature. And let's take a look at the turkey and the chicken. Let's look at the temperatures first. So this is one of the chickens sitting at 108. The other one sitting at 109. And then here's the turkey sitting at 82 degrees. There you go. Okay, so now we're gonna bump up the temperature. We can see the temperature's at 166 right now, if you can see that. We're gonna take the temperature up. You can see it's set at 180, and I just lifted the lid, so that's why the actual temperature is 159, but it'll come right back up. Now you can see it's set at 225. We're going to keep it there for another hour, and then we'll bump it again. So we'll see you soon. Okay, everybody, we're now 4 hours into the cook. Let's take a look at the temperatures. That's one of the chickens, 147. The other chicken is 153. And obviously the turkey's 27 pounds, going to take a little bit longer, 113 degrees. Let's take a look at what we got inside. Again, this is 4 hours into the cook. There we go. There's the turkey. Can you fit it in the screen? There's the other chicken. Looking good. Okay, now that we're getting close to the chickens being done, we're going to bump it up again here. I bump it up to about 260. Until it's done. Let's get it here. That will help crisp up the skin. Okay, so we'll be back shortly to see the finished product. See you later. Hey guys, chickens are both at 165. I gotta pull them right now, so I double wrap them both in tin foil. Just gotta get my gloves on and we'll get them off the smoker. Now the big trick here leave the probe in. When you leave the probe in, the juices won't leak out, and you let it sit. You pull the probe after you're done letting the meat sit and all the juices have gone back inside. If I can show you here, it's completely filled with juice. No brining, no basting, nothing. The juice will pour all over the ground. It's so juicy right now. Okay, that's one fully wrapped with the probe still in it. important to have good heat gloves. Go. Both chickens wrapped. Turkey's still going. Now we take the chickens inside and let them rest for about a half an hour. Okay, everybody, we've let the chickens sit for about a half an hour. Now, here's the big secret. You leave the probe in. You let the juices go back into the meat. When you pull the probe out, you don't lose as much moisture. There's another trick. Put the cotton liners on first. Okay, so the other thing I wanted to point out to you is that the advantage of the Duraskin glove, that's the nitrite powder-free Duraskin glove, is the large is a lot larger than any other brand that I've seen, so we can still get the gloves on with no problem, right over the liner, okay? I put the gloves on, right over the cotton liner, which are reusable, even though I have a couple dozen of them, the cotton liners are reusable. So this chicken is still piping hot, but with the gloves, I don't even feel it. It doesn't even go through. I don't even feel it. So what we're going to do is put the chicken here. Now this chicken is piping hot, and I don't even feel it through the gloves. You see the amount of juice from the chicken just from sitting for a half an hour. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to grab my knife, trying not to stab my wife, just to show you, we can show you the juice just pouring out of it here. And we just cut into it. You can see it's just falling apart, and the juices, you can see the juices just pouring out of it. Literally, I can just pull it apart. And how juicy it is. Even when I push here, look right here, we're just pushing and the juice is just pouring out of it. This is no brine. It's just the rub that I showed you in the beginning. It's on the REC TEC. It took 5 hours, almost exactly 5 hours, and it is just juicy and wonderful. My wife's ready to eat. So I'll just cut the breast real quick so you can see. I just cut it, and it just, like, the juice just completely shot all over the table. It's just want to give you an idea of how juicy it is without doing brines or anything. It's just, it's so moist and tender. And can you see that in there? Can you see how juicy that is? It's like somebody poured a cup of water in there. Anyway, guys, time to eat. Thanks for watching the video. I hope you learned something. The biggest trick is wait as long as you can to pull the probe out. We want to keep the juices inside the meat. Okay, so friend me on Facebook and YouTube, Rick Smokin'. Hope you enjoyed it. See you soon. Thanks. Bye-bye.